Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Monster Tamer News, the segment on this channel where we go over this week's happenings in the world of monster taming. Now, this week, much like last, we got lots of new monsters, a ton of game patches, and more. So, as per the usual, sit back, relax, and let's dive right in. So, we're going to kick things off with some really big Coromon news, and that being a redesign of the water-type starter evolution Megalobite. So, previously, Nibelgar would evolve into Sheartooth, and then into this form of Megalobite. A lot of people weren't really fans of its design, so the devs over at Tregsoft decided to change that. This is its new form, and I gotta say, it's looking pretty thick. Now, as of right now, there aren't any plans for like a split evolution or anything like that, so its original form is available. It's looking like it's probably just gonna be scrapped. With regards to Sheartooth, I could see them leaving it the same as the Sheartooth we see, because it does still look like something that would evolve into the new Megalobite. In my opinion, this whole rework is just another example of Monster Tamer devs being awesome and listening to fans, so props to them for that. Now, speaking of the starters, the Anitons devs just revealed a new final evolution for both the nature and water type starters. We've already seen Explino, the final form of Rhynic, the fire starter, which is still my personal favorite. Anyways, so the nature type starter in its final form will become Pangeros. It seems to lose that bamboo stick upon evolving in favor of its sharp, almost stone-like claws. And for the water type, Lociel's final form is Warlord, this walrus looking dude. We don't currently have any information out on dual typings just yet, but I'll keep you updated if we do get any information on that front. Other than that, there was also a naming contest for a new Aniton that will be the pre-evolution of Isgoat. The winner of the naming contest was our very own Zrotu, and the new creature will be named Zabra, which is basically translated to Ice Goat. Now, I am really happy to announce that we got some new Cassette Beasts, Cassette Beast monsters, Cassette Beasts. I think it sounds better if you just call them Cassette Beasts. Anyway, the two new Cassette Beasts that we got were Carniviper, which is the pre-evolution of Masqueraddle and is described as being deceptively hostile, avoiding humans but striking if necessary, and the second being Dominoth, who are said to whip up large gusts of winds to damage their foe. Apparently, recording this guy will give you wings, so it's the Red Bull monster. But regarding that whole give you wings thing, if you look at the original Cassette Beast trailer, there is a scene where you're kind of flying, so perhaps that's what that's sort of alluding to. Anyway, so alongside the two reveals is a quarterly blog that is sort of structured like a retrospective. So if that interests you, you can definitely check out it by following Byton Studios on Twitter or by going to the Cassette Beasts official website. I'm personally really excited for Cassette Beasts. It's really up there for me, so whenever we get news on it, it makes me really happy. Anyway, speaking of awesome games, in Monster Crown news, the devs over at Studio Arum just showed a new area called Apo Plateau, which, I mean, has a bunch of Apo on it. At the end of the short clip, we see what looks like perhaps a transformed version of Apo. I'm not sure, but maybe Atomic Clock. It's interesting because we know Apo will be catchable at some point. However, the only confirmed transformation is the fungal one that turns it into Laz, which isn't really a buff unless Apo's really crap, because Laz in and of itself isn't exactly a powerhouse. I'm excited to see what comes out of this though. Monster Crown was also updated to version 1.458, which includes some fixes, but most notably we get confirmation that Jason's going to be adding a new chromosome to the game, specifically one that allows you to inherit types separately from body shape. Jason's also been working on trade functionality, the move relearner/deleter, the upcoming content pack in general, and much more. So yeah, I'm really excited for the next content update personally. Over to Kindred Fates, we just had the Kindred Talks episode 6 featuring Joey, the living proof that sliding into Skymill's DMs can land you a job. In the episode, they primarily focused on Joey's journey to becoming a member of the team, and we also got a little more insight as to what sort of updates we could see throughout the alpha and beta, be it adding AI or even, as Andrew hinted, new Kinfolk. We also got this pretty cool concept art of the Riverside Battleground, and yeah, it's looking pretty nice. Just a small Temtem update, but there's been a glitch within the game's server time, which has basically been making Saipark configurations reset at different times. They're currently working on another fix, but the first one was unsuccessful, so just keep that in mind. You might want to do your Saipark stuff early in the week. Now, this week we got even more updates to the Siralim Ultimate Alpha, including changes to the UI allowing for assortion of fused monsters, the additions of codex information, including artifacts for one, UI improvement, and much more. There has pretty much been an update every single day since launch up until the 19th, and moving forward the patches will be less frequent as the biggest bugs have been squashed. If you do want to see the full patch notes, I'll leave a link to the Steam page in the description. Piece of Pokemon news courtesy of Masora, and that's basically that the VGC Series 6 is actually banning overused Pokemon, which is an oddity for them. The ban list includes obviously all previously banned legendaries and mythicals alongside the following. We've got Venusaur, Gyarados, Porygon 2, Tyranitar, Torkoal, Hippowdon, Magnezone, Togekiss, Excadrill, Whimsicott, Incineroar, Mimikyu, Rillaboom, Cinderace, Indeedee, and Dragapult. I find it kind of interesting that they're actually starting to ban stuff instead of having Mega Kangaskhan's running around like they did in Gen 6. Now, this next piece of information is really new, but think of it as a reminder that Nexomon Extinction will be releasing on August 28th, aka 4 days from now, for all major platforms. If you want to see a review of the game, stay tuned. I'll have a review out for you guys a day before launch. I had access to the review copy, so yay me. Anyways, in Ploxmons news, Michael just uploaded a video to the official Ploxmons YouTube channel showcasing some pre-alpha gameplay. If you're interested about either how the rules work or anything like that, make sure to check out the video. I'll leave a link in the description. Also, it's eventually coming out for mobile, so I've been getting a lot of people asking me about mobile monster tamers. Coromon has a demo on mobile, which is really good from what I've heard, and Ploxmons is going to be on mobile, so go check them out. Carl over at Orange Pylon just revealed 2 brand new Abomi for the upcoming title Abomination, those being Penguini, the pre-evolution of the previously revealed Penneedle. It's a plant ice type, much like its evolved form, and it has the ability Prickly, which activates when it takes contact damage and hurts the attacker for 1/8 of their health. I guess it's sort of like Iron Barbs from Pokemon. The second monster is Hamburble, a water-type hamster that has a water hamster ball. It's actually a very clever design in my opinion. If you're interested in Abomination, I'll leave a link to their YouTube channel in the description. We don't have any specific information about the hamster just yet. In Mythren news, there was recently revealed artwork showing off one of the Mythren being called Scowl, a flame owl. He's looking pretty cool in my opinion, kind of gives me those Blaziken vibes with the feet and everything. I personally really like it, and I'm looking forward to the Mythren roster expanding as time goes on. Now finally, last but certainly not least, in Patch Quest news, we got a few updates from the Patch Quest Twitter that showcases a new boss pattern, a new pop-up for which ammo type you're using, a new dodge skill that the player character can use when lacking a monster, and the sprinting mechanic that takes place after a dodge is used and the button is held. So yeah guys, a pretty busy week in the world of monster taming. Let me know what you guys think of some of the monsters that have been revealed, as well as the broader news in general. I always like seeing your guys' sentiments in the comments. And as always, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe for more monster taming content. Follow me on Twitter. Check out our subscriber Discord, all links in the description. Until next time, peace.